doing the final wet sand and buff. On the whole car. And assembly. I thought I was done with this yesterday. It was kind of late, it got dark, so there's a few little spots where I got the compound that I'm gonna hit again, and then hit it with the finishing polish. So I still have to wet sand that door. That fender's good to go, and then the hood. I still need to buff the trunk. I was able to assemble the tail panel here. I got this corner pieces in, the lights. I had already put in the bumper. So there's not a whole lot of assembly left, but there is a whole lot of buffing left. I started buffing this fender, but it needs more work. It got dark on me last night and I couldn't really see. So backed off before I ruined it. It's easy to ruin a paint job with the buffer, so you gotta take your time. Still need to wet sand this. Actually, I already have that in 2000 grit. I just need to buff it. So here we go, guys. Continue on with this, and I'll bring y'all back when I get some more work done. All right, so I got the back half done in the compound. So the quarters, trunk is done already. So now I got to hit it with the finishing polish. You can see the shine on that thing is incredible. Doing a two-step polish, so compound and polish. And man, it looks great already. I will say this color is very forgiving. Like if you miss a spot with the compound, I went through the whole back half again just to make sure I didn't miss anything. You can see the reflection on that thing is just beautiful. Just 100% clarity on it. So now what I'm gonna do is hit it with the finishing polish, the back half. I'm working on the back half today. And then I'll be able to assemble the rest of the pieces. After I'm done with the polish, I'm gonna go ahead and put the trim on. I'll show you the trim. I base coat and clear coated all the side trim, just like I did the bumper here. It's came out really nice. 2 coats of base, 2 coats of clear, and it really woke it up. You know, because they're black from the factory with a white stripe, and I wasn't feeling it. I also painted this license plate frame. It's also originally black. So there it is, man. She's coming along really nice. So let me get started on the finishing polish and work on the assembly. So here's some of the trim pieces that are going on next. Since I'm done with the back half of the car, it's all polished out, cleaned it up. So I got my trunk emblem here, and these are all original parts that I got gold plated. But here's the side trim. This is the one for the trunk right here. Goes on the lower trunk. These are the trims that I base coated and clear coated. I didn't even take the tape off yet. Kind of glad I didn't, because these things sat a little bit longer than expected. These are the ones for the doors, these long ones here, these long strips. These things took longer to tape than it did to paint, so no, I'm happy with the results. So I'm gonna start cracking on this stuff, get everything installed. Let me show you the paint polished out before I do that. It looks really nice. Look at that reflection. Man, look at this. I am loving it, man. So I got the lower trunk trim on, the trunk emblem, which is gorgeous. Man, what a difference. Everything's shined up. Look at that. Got my trim on, boom. Gold plated quarter light frame, gold plated antenna base. Trim on this side. Man, I really need to clean up these wheels. Same quarter frame, trim, and what a difference. I'm really liking the color match trim on it. I didn't know whether I should change the color on that. You know, at first when I was choosing color. But man, I'm glad I went with this. Just coming together, so. Some pretty good momentum going right now, so I'm gonna finish sanding and buffing that door, put that trim on, and hopefully do the other door, and then just work my way forward. So there it is, man. It's coming along. I love it. I love it. I got a few more pieces I need to add here to the passenger side. Got the door and the fender buffed out. The only thing I have left to cut and buff is this monster here, the biggest piece on the whole car. This hood is huge. So I started sanding this a while back. Same on that side, so this whole thing needs to be sanded. Wet sanded and buffed, so left the best for last. Thing is a beast. It's huge. So this is done, fender's done, door's done. So now I can go ahead and add my trim, my door trim right here. It's pretty easy. Most of it just snaps on. You see it has these little tabs here. There's 6 of them, and then there's a hole on each side. There's one down over there. Boom. So these just have the plastic clips. Just snap them in, they're pretty easy. These are the original ones and they're in real good shape. Let me show you how these go on, just for reference, if anybody needs to know about these. I don't know if these are remade or not, but are repopped. So you just put them in like that. You see it has the bigger hole, and then you just slide it over and it snaps in. On here, these can go in either direction. I don't remember how they were originally, honestly, but like I said, they can go in any direction. So you just slide them in there and then pop them in. They do need a little force. Nothing some old man strength can't take care of. Well, actually, it needs to go a little more. Bam. See? That's why these trims never go nowhere. These things are stout. Easy. So let me go ahead and snap these on. And I'll be able to get this door trim on. So there's a trim right there. I popped the one in just so I can hold it for the video, but you see there's a clip. There's a clip. And then on each side it has a little, like an acorn nut. I don't know how well y'all can see that. There's one of those on each side. Easy. So you just line them up, snap them in. Check it out. So just line them like this. There's a clip right there. Just snap it in. Boom. There's another one. That's it. Take them off same way. You just do everything in reverse. Take off the acorns on each side, and then you gotta pry them. I used a tool for that. There's a tool to take off trim, and it's plastic, so you won't damage the paint. Just pry it off. Easy money. Now I'm just gonna tighten the acorns and keep going. So this front trim is just more of the same, really. These two right here, since you can't access these two clips from behind, they're just push in. So they have like a sleeve here, kind of like similar to a wall anchor, same concept. You just, instead of the screw obviously on the anchor, you just pop in the clips, and then it has 6 screws along the inside. Easy. And then these you can access from the back, so you just put the nut behind it. Pretty easy. Here's the clips that go pushed in. I need to put the other one on. It goes right there. So those go pushed in on the fender closest to the door and the back, and then these are the holes for the top. There's 5 of them. And then these clips here, it actually has nuts on them, so you can access these from the back and just tighten it. It's real easy. It's really nothing to it. You just gotta be careful, you know, not to scratch anything. So let me get this on real quick. There it is. Easy money. It's starting to look like a car again. So I got 2 more parts. I got this frame here, and then I got these off of an older town coupe, and I got them gold plated. They're from a late 70s town coupe. And I'm gonna install this over here by the fender. Yeah, right there. So let me get that going. All put together now. I'm digging it. So now I need to sand this hood. It's a lot of work right here. See all those little shiny spots. To get this flat as possible. Look at that light. Look how terrible that looks. That thing's gonna be clear as day when I'm done with it. Well, let me get cracking on this, guys. Get this thing buffed out, and then I'll give you a full view of the whole thing. So I'll bring y'all back. Alright, I got about halfway done with the hood here yesterday on the sanding. So I got this side nice and flat now. So I'm working on this side. You see all them little shiny spots, and then all that texture there at the end. Watch. See this? That's what you gotta get rid of. The flatter the paint, the shinier the paint. So that's really texture. You can't really see it in the video. And maybe you can. Nope, not really. But that's straight out the gun. I painted this hood vertical, hung it up. It's got some trash in it. So we're gonna sand out all the trash, get the sucker nice and flat. I don't know if, can y'all even, there you go, you see, there's trash on it there. There's a lot of stuff on it. You see how fuzzy the reflection looks? That's what you need to get out. You see there's some more trash here. Boom, some little spots. Let's see, so they look like this when you're sanding them out. And I learned this little trick watching a channel here on YouTube from RJ Tickler. He has lower the content in auto body and paint. So what I've seen him do is he went over these things with a marker, like all these little areas. And what it does, it keeps you from over sanding. And once you sand out the mark, you know that the trash is gone, or the spot, you know, that nib that you're sanding out. So it's a really good technique. Shout out to RJ. You see, like, all this needs more sanding. All these little spots here, which I already knew, but you know, just a technique, a little tip for you guys. It really helps. See, like, there's some more up here. Obviously needs a whole lot more sandpaper, but we'll just go ahead and mark them. So let me get cracking on this, guys. Man, if y'all still here at the end of this video, I appreciate y'all, man. I just realized this video is going way too long. I still got about 2 more hours on this hood before it's done. I got it in 1,000 grit right now. I still need to hit it with 2 more grits, actually 3. I'm gonna hit it with the 1,500 next, 2,000 after that, and then 2,500, and then it'll be ready for cut and buff. I'm just doing a 2-step on a cut and buff. I mean, on the buff and polish, that's all I'm doing. I've done a 3-step before. I think I did 3-step on the red car here, but this one doesn't need that. We have better compounds now, better polishes now than what we had or knew about whenever we were cutting and buffing the Rocket. So it doesn't take as much anymore. I never tend for these videos to go so long, but there's so much detail and so much stuff to go into. So I'm gonna cut it off here. I try to keep things within 10 minutes, but I just can't. These videos are really long. So again, I appreciate y'all if y'all still here. So all I have left to buff on this car is the hood. That's it, and the exterior will be done. So the next video is gonna be the car, you know, completely put together on the exterior, buffed out. So I'll have a walk around video, and I need to detail it. There's overspray on the glass. There's overspray on the interior from having to paint this car twice and not painting in a booth. So car needs a major detail, exterior, interior. I'm gonna do that. I still have a lot of work to do to the car. I have to do the headliner. Headliner's completely shot. Still need to panel the trunk, and I'm gonna end up doing some music on this thing. So I also got some new knockoffs that I want to show you guys. I'm gonna do an unboxing video for that. So there's still a lot of content left on this vehicle. I'm happy to see where the car is now. It's been 6 months since I bought the car. And like y'all seen before, it was in pretty good shape. So I could have got this done sooner. Man, I'm rambling now. So hey, I'm gonna end this video here. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for the next video, guys. It'll be a complete walk around, assembled, wax, shiny, and all that. So I appreciate y'all watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.